So I think we knew that NSC was the right church last year at the Super Bowl party. We had a blast. It was really fun. I've just never had that much fun with fellow church members before, I guess. It was great. We felt like family immediately. So
Absolutely.
and we've just gotten so much closer to so many people here, and so we moved here for our immediate family, but we've like gained all these other people, other church family.
Yeah,
and
it's awesome.
Yeah,
It's really
it's
awesome.
great. I think my faith has changed a lot for me personally. I feel like through the sermons and the small groups that I've gotten to know more what it means like for my own personal relationship with God, and that's exciting. Like, I don't think I've ever dug as deep as I have at this church, and it feels good, and we're doing it together.
I think it was sort of a making the commitment, right? So making the commitment that this was going to be what our life was going to be like. I think that at some point we said, you know what, this is what we want our life to be like. We want to be closer to God. We want to be closer to people who share our faith. And I would say that happened pretty quickly. I feel like that happened once we started coming on a more consistent, regular basis. I would say a few months, maybe 4 or 5 months it took for us to really decide, you know what, this is our place in the world. This is where we belong. We feel like we belong here.
I think the difference between before we started coming here and after is huge. I think that we were people who kind of held up Christian ideals and morals, but we weren't connected anywhere, and so we had that in our life, but it wasn't what it is today. And now we have conversations about God, which I just never, I don't know. I never
read our Bible and we have conversations about God.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So for me, I mean, I've had a few experiences in life that made it so clear. I've always believed in God. It made it so clear that there's someone looking out for me. I think now it feels more personal to me. When I live my life now, I think about, God's always watching me. God's always sort of here with us, with our family. He's active in our lives now. I think that's the difference, is sort of the distant sort of, I believe in God, but I don't really know what that looks like, other than the few times it's like a major thing, as opposed to now where, it's a daily walk with God. Something I've also learned after coming to New Spirit is that this isn't a spectator sport. You don't just sit, you don't just come on Sunday and listen and you're done. Like that's not really what this is about. That's not why we're here. We're here to connect. We're here to, learn and be humble and
And you can come as you are.
yeah, that's great.
I
love that.
didn't feel guilty. I mean, they talk about that, come as you are, and that felt like I didn't feel embarrassed that I wasn't like this amazing Christian that knew all the answers, because I'm not, and so it felt good to not feel like you're sitting in judgment, but to feel like you're just welcomed no matter who you are or where your walk with God is.
That's amazing.
Yeah.